Your New York Jets are on the win column as they beat the Tennessee Titans in overtime thriller. There was a score of 27-24. Let's take a little recap on this entire game and how the Jets pulled off this victory. What's going on, Jet fans? My name is Eli Usher from Loyal NY Jet fans. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. And yeah, you read the title. The New York Jets pulled off the upset against the Tennessee Titans. The game just wrapped up not too long ago. And I'm just here to give you some thoughts on how the Jets pulled this off, because we've been talking about, we could not be the Tennessee Titans this week, but they were also banged up. So the Jets took advantage of that and they pulled off the win because the Jets desperately needed a win. They desperately needed some motivation on this football team, and they got it today. So, let's go through a little bit of what I thought about the game. Obviously, it started off very, very slow. It was very slow. Zach Wilson did not look great. The defense was doing their job. Tennessee did not really look great because they are missing A.J. Brown and Julio Jones this game. Derrick Henry didn't get it going until later on in the game. But overall, for the Jets-wise, it started to pick up later on, in the second quarter when they went down and scored a touchdown with Michael Carter. They had a couple of good throws to Corey Davis. Zach Wilson connected with him, and that kind of built throughout the entire game. That led to this scoring win for the New York Jets, finally not having 0 points on the board. But the storyline of this game, honestly, is the Jets defense. The Jets defense has played lights out the last 3 weeks. It's not surprising how they played today. But today they just came out and just killed it. They had 7 sacks on defense, which is the first time since 2017 that the New York Jets had this many sacks. So, everyone was doing their part on defense. And some guys, let's list some stats out for you. C.J. Mosley, 14 tackles, 1 sack. Quincy Williams, 12 tackles, 10 solo tackles, 1 sack. 2 tackles for losses. Quincy Williams is probably one of the X factor of this defense this game. He went lights out. He showed his aggressiveness. He was in the second half. He was making plays left and right. You also have Quinton Williams also doing his part, getting 2 sacks. Bryce Hall doing his stuff. You also saw Bryce Hall get a sack and a half. So everyone was doing their part on defense. The cornerbacks, Bryce Hall was playing really well. He made some great deflections. But yeah, the defense was never the issue. Robert Salah and Ulbrich have done a great job coaching this defense. And they balled out today. Obviously, Derrick Henry still went off because he is Derrick Henry. But they were able to win this football game, even with Derrick Henry going off. They were able to stop him and not let him go for a 300-yard game, and just play ball. And, that's a huge win for the New York Jets in that perspective. Now, the storyline that we all are waiting for is the Zach Wilson project. The reason this season is we're not going to the playoffs. This is not going to be a winning football team. We're not going to the Super Bowl. But the progression of Zach Wilson is the most important thing about this season, and we just saw that today. With all the criticism he's had the last 2 games, the interceptions, the bad mistakes, the bad reads, the bad throws, that all went down the drain today because he played lights out in the second half. In the second quarter, he had that one drive, led to a Michael Carter touchdown. That led to something. He connected with Corey Davis. Now, in the second half is when Zach Wilson took over. He made some great throws on third down. He was more poised. He was commanding that offense. And again, the offensive line did what they need to do, is protect him. And he was only sacked once today. From the 26 or whatever. He was about to make a record amount of the amount of sacks he was going to get this season. For Zach Wilson in the second half to bounce back like that and play the way he did down on the deficit against Tennessee Titans, who are a playoff team, taking that even as a rookie, it's huge. He missed some throws. He's a rookie. He's going to miss a lot of throws, but he's got much better today. He's a much better football player. than we saw a couple days ago, and a couple weeks ago. In the second half, he went 14 for 22, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's what else can you ask from a rookie quarterback who is dealing with all this criticism, and you saw him command. He was doing his off scheduling plays, going on the run, finding his guys, and he started to connect with some of these receivers. Corey Davis, 4 reception, 111 yards and a touchdown. That's a game that he needed. From Corey Davis, we saw week 1, they connected so well. He was in the end zone two times, and then from there he disappeared. This game, he came alive against his old team. Corey Davis was a big part of help of getting this offense going because Zach Wilson likes that connection with Corey Davis, and they kept going with it, and it paid off. And we had that huge play to him for about 53-yard touchdown, which was incredible. That was a highlight of the game. And then you have Keelan Cole, who had 3 receptions, 92 yards. Jamison Crowder, who came back, 7 receptions for 61 yards and a touchdown. So they're trying to develop these receivers now. Now you got Crowder back. Now you're going to hopefully get Elijah Moore back next week against the Falcons. Now you have a receiver core that's producing. You're finally finding some type of rhythm on offense because that's very important. The Jets have not found rhythm on offense. Zach Wilson has not found rhythm on offense, and he's thinking too much. He's trying to force things, and it's not working out because you saw the last few games. He's threw interceptions. He's done all this stuff. But now finally he's trying to figure that out. And this game, I think, was huge momentum booster for Zach Wilson. He played a heck of a game. He played a heck of a second half. He missed some throws that could have ended this game earlier and maybe not have gone to overtime. But you can't predict that. Anything could have happened. But from what I saw progression from Zach Wilson. I saw him being more poised, being more aware of the field. The playbook was opened up a little bit more, which I give LaFleur a lot of credit for. And he was doing his thing. He was playing freely, and after he's got that touchdown to Corey Davis, he opened up. You finally saw some enthusiasm from him, this pump fake from his and he's ready to go. So, sorry guys, sorry about the coughs. But yeah, I mean, this is a great game. This is a great win for the New York Jets. It's their first win of the season. Robert Saleh gets his first win of the season as a head coach, actually. And then Zach Wilson obviously gets his first NFL win. And this is a good team win. This took everyone to win. The defense did their part. Special teams did their part. The offense stepped up. If the Jets can consistently get the running game going somehow, because the running game is still a little bit iffy. It had some good runs. Tevin Coleman had some nice runs in the end to move the chains. But if they can find some way to consistently do something like that, run the ball, the play action will open up, and that's what Zach Wilson's game is. And this offense could become much, much better throughout the season and through the next couple of years, hopefully. So, yeah, this was a big win. I love how everyone played on this team today. Again, we play the Atlanta Falcons next week. That's a winnable game. We're playing in London, and after that's a bye week. So if the Jets somehow can end up going 2-3 into the bye week, that's pretty good for a team that has played so bad in the last 3 weeks and ending up with still 2 wins. That's huge for the team. But this is a solid win for the New York Jets. I think everyone will be proud of this win and be excited about the Jets for a little bit. But yeah, it was a team win. Zach Wilson played extremely well. He struggled in the beginning, but he stepped up a little bit. The defense played lights out. And the defense, I feel like, is going to play lights out. Even with the injuries that they've had, they played lights out. And you got to give the coaching staff more than enough credit because these young guys are out there balling out and, making plays. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Enjoy the win, guys. Hopefully we get more this year, but let's enjoy the wins that we have right now. And so thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button, like button. I would really appreciate it. Leave your comments below. And again, go Jets, stay loyal.